So hello good people of the internet, this is Tommy Kelly and this video is part of a new series that's starting on adventuresinwoohoo.com, which is all about glamour magic. And in that, it's what I mean by that is magic in the sense of trying to feel better about yourself, present yourself a bit better, and possibly more rely on more practical things than woo-woo things, in the kind of vein of what Anton LaVey kind of did with the Satanic Witch and that kind of thing. So in this video, and it'll make more sense if you go to the blog post, which is it kind of has a proper preamble and explains exactly what we're doing here. I'm going to talk a bit about how I've gone from being terrible at photos and hating my photo being taken because I look terrible in them and the problems I have around it, to some advice I have gotten, or some information, some techniques that I found that should, in theory, improve that and make it a bit better for me, so that I don't hate and lose my will to live whenever I see a photo of myself. So it started years ago when looking at photos and I didn't like myself, but one photo in particular came up recently, and it was a photo of me, it's in the blog post, of me winning the competition, the monthly competition, photo of the month, in the photography club that I'm part of. And in that photo, I'm holding up the photo that won the competition, and I look terrible, and I've this huge fat neck thing, and I just look strained and things. So it's basically what happens, and excuse me while I move from possibly not looking at the camera the whole time to looking at the screen, but it's just to get it together or line it up. So basically what it was is that I have my shoulders kind of forward and I have my neck back like that, and I have an awful problem with hunching them, and then I have this really awkward smile. So that's kind of what I look like, which, I mean, you're not going to, if you see that, you're not going to find that attractive, but it's hard when you're nervous and in your situation. That I was surrounded by people and all that kind of thing, and on edge. But it's something that then I was going, there has to be better ways of doing this, because you look at some people, and I have friends and relatives and stuff like that who don't mind getting photos taken, but seem to put on this kind of a photo face that they've obviously practiced, or they've found when they've looked at photos that they like that, and then it's something they continue to do. And I kind of never really did that, just because I discounted the whole, I look terrible in photos, especially because I spent an awful lot of my life being overweight and not being particularly happy with how I looked or confident, and being very self-aware. So every photo I seen of myself was just another photo reminding me of the horror of who I was and all that kind of dreadful stuff. So I then, to kind of counter this and try to build on this, I goes, well, if I'm trying to improve how I feel about myself, then this is one of these things. And I'm not doing it in a kind of a vain way. And I'm not to a certain extent it is, but it's to just so that it makes my life a bit easier, that when it comes to the point of photos, which is so prevalent in society now, and it's all social media, and particularly someone who does stuff on YouTube and all the stuff I do, I'm going to be videoed an awful lot more, or photoed, excuse me. So I should probably find a way to not hate myself being photoed. So I was looking up different YouTube things and different websites and stuff like that. And there used to be a great one by Mike Cernovich did years ago, and I can't find it. I assume he's taken it down because his old website is gone, and I think it was part of that. But I still found a video that was linked to it. So I've linked a load of resources down below the blog post, not below this video if you're watching on YouTube or wherever. And so you can check all those things out where I got these from. But I just thought I'd go through the different things that I found and show you what I found helpful and what I didn't and stuff like that. So the initial one is obviously to relax and to feel a bit better. And we're going to, shoulders back, not hunch your shoulders, bring it down and kind of elongate the neck as much as possible. And the trick seems to be that you point your forehead towards the camera. And this brings out a bit more of a jawline. It feels a bit weird, and you're not to strain yourself or anything, but it's probably not helping with this light, which is just above me as well. But that, and you can kind of tilt to one side, and there's studies been done that your left side is more attractive to people than your right side. Probably depends on what the left side of your face looks like, but maybe people just find that more attractive, the tilt to the left. So you have that, so you can see the kind of definitions coming in. Now obviously you can do the whole Steve Vai rock star thing too, of that where We suck in the cheeks. And that gives a way more definition. But that feels a bit weird. And some people go way too far with that when you have the whole... Which, you know... knock yourself out if you want. But one thing that people suggest, instead of doing that, is you can put your tongue in the back of your teeth. And so there's it without. And there's it with. And you can see that it gives this extra bit of definition. Now, if you have a thinner neck than I have, this will probably be more pronounced and better for you. But as you can see, from there to there is a much kind of, you know, it's a better kind of thing. So you can put your chin down a bit more too, and it'll give you a bit more thing. But then you've the problem, depending on where the light is, of, you know, getting really dark eyes, whatever. So you have that. So that's going to give you a bit more definition, get the thing, so relax on that. So that's one. The other thing is with the smile. And I became very kind of conscious about my smile. I used to be all right with having a natural smile, but it went kind of askew, because what I found, what I became self-conscious about, was that when I smile, my face widens. I get all these lines, and I get kind of self-conscious about my face getting, you know, an overall fat head looking kind of thing. So I kind of started smiling with my mouth closed, which is weird, and it doesn't look good. So it turns out that a natural smile, by those people who study these things, is that rather than falling to here, you relax your chin and your jaw, and there'll be a gap between your teeth, and you pull off. Now, it looks weird while I explain it, but I'll explain better way. And then your eyes kind of go soft, so you are not soft, but you put a bit of tension in them, so you're not going bug-eyed, but you're kind of a bit soft. And the way to get that without it being, you know, it's kind of forced, is to say something that ends with ah, like grandpa or mocha, mocha, mocha. And I found that if I can cover my bottom teeth, it looks better, because, you know, it still seems a bit strange. So, hey, kind of a natural smile. Bit forced and something I had to work on, but definitely better than this. And of course, the best way to do it is to, you know, to be genuinely to laugh or whatever. But even if you chuckle, it's better than just you know, weird. There's a great video of Alan Watts forcing laugh, and it's really funny. You should watch that if you have time. So, another thing to suggest, again, put the tongue in the back of your teeth when you're doing the smile. But I find that super weird, and it makes me actually tense up more. So, it's a bit forced, and it's a bit over for doing the video, whatever, and I'm very conscious of it as well, because it's something that I have to work on. But hopefully that will give you a bit of help and point you in the right direction if it's something that you feel that you too have to work on and want to be able to better, so that you don't hate looking at yourself in photo, or you become more photogenic, whatever. Down below this, on the actual blog post, I will post a number of other videos and some resources that you can go and have a look at, from photographers to people who deal with charisma and all that kind of thing, so that they'll explain it better than I would or have. But I just thought I would try and put in a bit of my own kind of thing in this to just explain where I'm coming from it. So, good people of the internet, try to look better in photos, or not try to look better, try to feel better about how you look in photos by using these techniques, and be well.